あ、終わり。泡飛んだ。
あ、Kunigami。Isagi。お前、ここにいたのかよ。いやいや、
Don't tell me they're gonna be facing each other. Hey everyone, I'm going to react to Blue Lock episode 16, Tri Fusion. Last episode, the match ended, and of course, Isagi and Nagi wound up winning, and then they took Barou with them. Isagi discovered, I guess, well, I'm not gonna say he's the one that discovered it, but Naruhaya is the one that's basically coined Isagi as a genius of adaptability because he basically copied Naruhaya's moves, and with that he was able to score the winning goal, I guess. So yeah, now I don't know how these three are gonna be working together, but it'll be fun to find. It'll be fun to see. So before we get into this episode, if you guys have my reaction, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and please consider supporting my Patreon at patreon.com/feelymini. And now let's start this episode, and here we go. Oh wait, let me double check this. Because last episode, yeah, see, I reacted to the English dub. Let me go back to the Japanese, and hopefully the subtitles are gonna be, because that's what pushed me to watch the English version last episode. The subs were not in sync with the audio, so it's like I can't watch it like that. I couldn't watch it like that. So yeah, hopefully it won't happen this time around. So okay, guys, in case the reaction gets blocked and I had to cut out the reaction itself, you can just look in the pinned comment in the comment section where for the link to the reaction highlight itself, so you can just click on it, watch it, and then you just come back for my review.
ベッドの取り合いなんかで喧嘩しないの。チームメイトになったんだから。
換気しろ。
あ
とタオルとか脱いだ服は脱ぎっぱにするな。
What? Is he a clean freak?
おい、メイドじゃん。メイドバロー爆誕。
やっぱお前とは合わねえな。面倒くさお。
え、何その変なあだ名。やだ。
I believe I said last episode that I missed these two's voice acting the most. So glad to have you back.
その自分ルールの美学があの桁違いの能力を生み出すバローのエゴの原動力なのかもしれない。
Is he I love your judgment? Oh, Mimi. Look up the lyrics. I wonder who's laughing. In the intro, you hear someone laugh, or whatever. Oh yeah, I forgot. Kunigami and Chigiri and Leo teamed up this episode. Was it I Love Judgment? Was that what I said? Whatever. Try fusion meaning the fusion of these three?
なんか日課のフィジカルトレーニングだってさ、長くない？しかも結構ハードだね。
That's why he's so intense.
あと40分待て。そしたら付き合ってやるよ。
Grace you, my presence.
40分ってドラマ1話分見る時間あるし。うん。アニメならギリ2はいけるね。よし。だったら俺も一緒にやる。
I was about to say, you better, like, you need top physical condition as well. Okay, now go join up. Go join up. Yep.
俺もやる。倒すために。この3人で化学反応を起こせ。
こうして他者に依存しない唯一無二のストライカーへと育っていきます。以上で報告を終わります。
結局は才能でしょ。天才はほっといても天才なんだから。
彼らはそうやって何人の天才を潰してきた。
こういう意味だね、エゴ君。
お前らはすぐかりそめの天才を作る。
Look at his finger like 90-degree angle.
勘違いした天才君はろくな準備もせずに海外挑戦。
Ends up not being the genius over there.
言語の違いを言い訳に成績国内リーグで中堅程度のサッカー人生を送る。じゃあ一つお前らに問う。才能とは何だ？ はたまた恵まれた身体能力か。俺に言わせりゃそんなもんはただの原石に過ぎない。
That's why he calls them like that.
俺はこのブルーロックで天才を作る。これは俺の人生をかけた証明だ。
そうか、なら楽しみにしているよエゴ君。失敗は許さないから。
Oh, they're sort of like threatening each other or whatever.
あれだけ言ったのに勝手に一人用で寝てやがる。
じゃんけんって言ったよね俺。ねえ、ぶち起こしていい？
No.
いいのかよ。適当だな、もう。あ、結局俺下の段かよ。
Uh-huh.
天才ってやっぱわがまま。
よしお嬢、潔だって多分もう勝って上に行ってるよな。早いとこ俺らも上に行かなきゃあいつらクリアしちゃうんじゃない？
Don't worry about it.
俺はナギを倒せるなら何でもいい。俺が必要だとあいつに言わせてやる。それは未練。
Okay.
いや、復讐。
適応能力の天才だ。なるはやはああ言ってくれたけど、実際適応能力ってなんだろう。気負ってのはああやって相手に合わせて強くなるってことなのかな。
You're stronger too
だ
much.
ったらやっぱ次に適応するべきはこの隣。さあ、どんなプレーが理想な。
なんだそりゃ。聞いてどうする。
お前とプレーで化学反応を起こしたいんだ。教えてよ、お前のやりたいサッカー。
俺のゴールのために動いてろ。以上終了。
こう仲間のプレーを生かすとか。
はあ、何言ってんだ。俺が思う通りにあのチビが動いてりゃ勝ってた試合だ。俺のゴールで勝つ。俺のルールは曲げねえ。つか、そんなにチームごっこで勝ちてえなら花からあのチビを仲間にすりゃよかった。
See? Didn't I say that?
あの時トレースできたからそう思える。俺にできる武器じゃダメなんだ。お前のその才能は俺とならもっと輝ける。
だったらなおさら俺の思う通りに動いてろ。
だからそれじゃあチームの意味ないだろ。
To help you score, I guess. To help Barou score.
絶対友達少ねえだろ。てかいねえだろ。たくよ、協調性ないから勝てないし、なんかバローってすっげえもったいない天才って感じだ。
あ、終わり。泡飛んだ。
国神、潔、お前ここにいたのかよ。
いやいや、
Don't tell me they're gonna be facing each other.
要するに、イトシリンたちに負けてバチラを取られて。
国神は誰と組んでんの。
俺だっつーの。何勝手に先行ってんだよバカ潔。なんで俺のこと待たなかったんだこの野郎。
遠い。
ごめんって、一応待つつもりだったんだけどナギが誘ってきて。
Wait, is Rail gonna be there too?
おい、めんどくそ。
All of them are gonna be here.
風呂という公共の場で泳ぐな。
いいじゃんちょっとくらい。
お前らもちゃんと体洗ってから入ったんだろうな。
はーい、トリートメントも終わってます。
あとタオルは汚ねえから浸すな。
俺らは
お前らとやるに決まってんだろ。そのために俺はこいつらと組んだんだからな。
レオさあ。
やめろよ。もう俺とお前は敵だろナギ。俺を
やろうぜ俺らと。
逃げんなよ。
ああ、望むとこっしょ。
Nozumutokosho. 24 hours. Okay.
トリマー俺がいっぱい決める感じね。
おい、パス出せよてめえ。
やだ。だってお前はパスくれないじ
それでもよこせ。
ゃん。やだよ。
よこせ。
俺が二人に適応して化学反応を起こすキーマンになるしかないよな。ナギのボールタッチ、バローのドリブル、そんで俺のダイレクトシュート。決定的に足りない強さがあると思ったんだ。
それって
スピードスターちぎり氷馬。
オレンジ頭のフィジカル。欲しいのはああいうボールキープ力だ。
俺はやっぱレオかな。最後は二人でって約束したし。
待って、3人とも欲しいやつバラバラじゃん。
勝たなきゃこっちも誰かが取られるわけだしさ。
よし、もう一回フォーメーション確認しとこう。
レオがアンカーでバランスを取る。で、俺とチギリが左右から攻め崩していこう。潔陽一は俺がつく。
俺はこいつとサッカーがしたい。
Oh my gosh.
あいつを俺が封じて、ナギの選択は間違いだ。
So everything is about revenge against Nagi. But is that the best thing?
イサギの武器もこのチームにはまりゃすげえし、バローの個人技も欲しいけど、能力値的にはナギかな。
He won't want Nagi. He's not gonna want Nagi. He's not gonna want him. He's gonna be like, I wanna reject him too.
いや、ナギを蹴落として、
See?
俺と同じ気持ちを味わわせてやるってのもありかもな。おいおい、だいぶ市場入ってるぞ。
どのみち試合で全ての答えは出るよ。
Each team's gonna see what they're missing and who can fit. Oh my gosh.
マッチングしたいんだけど、どうかな。
お前らトップ3グループだろ。
How long have they been there?
どうしよう。誰も支援してくれないままタイムアップとかになるんじゃ。
イサギたちが上がってくるの待つつもりだし。
でも上がってこなかったらどうすんのさ。
大丈夫。イサギは来るよ。
Bachira. It's faith in Isagi. Oh, it's about to be over?
取り戻すためにこんなとこで立ち止まれない。
俺も混ぜてよ。
あ、邪魔だ。帰る。消えろって。
俺初めて見たよ。あんたみたいに寂しそうにサッカーする人。俺とやろうよ。楽しくなるよ。俺と組んでるからだろ。鈍感ヒーロー。
勝つぞ、チリ。
ああ、国神。俺が全部ぶち抜いてやる。
And I'm excited for this match. It's gonna be fun. Team Red. Team White.
肩を並べているからか。
Oh.
それとも俺が強くなったからか。
Could be.
その答えは
We figure it out.
勝利で証明する。
Oh, is it about to start? I thought it was about to be over.
お前との化学反応がこのゲームを制する鍵になる。
よー、キング。
なんだあの守り方。寄せたり離れたり。どういう意図だ。
はいはい。そっち行くのはご自由に。
Wait.
外方向へのドリブルは深追いせず、ミドルシュートの領域内への侵入だけを阻止する肉弾ディフェンス。
筋肉への分際で頭使いやがって。
出せバロー、こっちだ。
うっせ。
もうあいつマジかってじゃん。どうするイサギ。
下がってくんな。
覚悟しろ、潔陽一。ナギは俺が見つけた宝物だ。この試合でお前から奪い返す。
I thought you said you weren't gonna. Okay.
遅えぞレオ。よく耐えた肉壁。くそ。
ほら言わんこっちゃじゃん。
バローがパスを出さないと見てのコンボプレス。しかも切り替え早い。
Of course, it makes sense.
国がドリブルで突っ込んでくるか、それとも国神へのパスか。
Or you forgot Chigiri?
待て、国神だ。
No?
これをカットすれば。
You forget Chigiri? Boy.
ちぎり。
How can you do that? I don't know.
さすがにそのスピードも落ちるよね。追いついた。レッドパンサー。
Red Panther? I like it. Yep. That's not how it works. That's not how it works.
初めてマッチアップするけど。
完全に破壊された。国神のフィジカル、レオの戦術眼、そしてちぎりのスピード。
You frustrated?
天才を凌駕する。
Oh, so they're the Trifusion. Okay. So they're the Trifusion. Okay. It's your fault.
めっちゃいいチームじゃん。螺旋燃えてきた。
やりなさいませ、ご主人様。
Oh, oh my gosh. No. 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 No, don't do this to me. Do not do this to me.
物知り系メイドカフェとか。
お、確かに。
お帰りくださいませ。下手くそども。
None of it. Oh my goodness. You know, I, for some reason, even though I knew that Kunigami, Chigiri, and Ryo, teamed up and all of that, for some reason, it didn't cross my mind that they were going to be facing each other this episode or something. You know, I didn't think about it. And then I think it was the moment where, excuse me, when they were taking a bath and all of them were there, that I was like, ooh, 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 because something will happen and then they will show. Oh no! At first it was Isagi that was there, and I think he was thinking about Barou or something or other. Like, I don't know. Or was he thinking about? I don't know what he was thinking about. And that's when Kunigami was like, ooh, Kunigami, and then it was Chigiri, and then who was Nagi, and then Barou, I believe. Yeah, Barou and then Rail. I'm like, oh, that was getting me pumped up. And then they basically challenged Isagi to a match, like right then and there. And I'm like, ooh, 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 ooh. I'm thinking, okay, who's gonna win? You know? Because I could see Chigiri's team winning, and I could also see Isagi's team winning. So I'm not totally sure who's gonna win this match. I have no clue. Like when it came to Isagi versus Rin's team the first time around, I knew that Rin's team was gonna win, like that was so obvious. And then during the second match against Naruhaya, I knew Isagi was gonna win. But then this particular one, I have no clue at all who's gonna win this match. I'm trying to see, is there anybody else? Like that they haven't actually shown during this stage that we've played with before, or we know that we might want to face or have on our team or something. I don't know, but I'm not able to predict who's gonna win this match. Especially, well, not especially, but okay, Barou. The reason why the team that the Barou faced before, they didn't choose him, was because of his inability to play well with others, right? So when Isagi chose him last episode, I was like, how is he gonna play with the team, And yeah, he still wants to be the king. He's still self-centered basically. He still doesn't want to play with the others. He's just like, pass me the ball and I'll score. Even when he was facing Kunigami, Kunigami was blocking him and everything. Isagi was like, pass the ball. And he's like, no, I can do this by myself. So, that when you see that kind of attitude, and then you see the other team, you see how they were training, and they were playing well with each other, coming up with strategies and stuff. They are gelling as a team, they're working together. But then you look at Isagi's team and you look at Barou, who's like, nah, it's like, I knew it wasn't gonna go well, basically. So when during the match they were marking him, and basically the way Kunigami was marking Barou is so as to stop him from getting into that zone where he's able to do his thing, so he's sort of like blocking his way, sort of. And then he kept doing it until Rayo showed up and basically took the ball away from Barou. And now they had Rayo running toward the goal with Kunigami as well. And then Isagi is there and he's like, okay, is Rayo gonna keep going straight, or is he gonna pass the ball to Kunigami? And I'm like, while he's taking all of this, I'm like, boy, You forgetting that Chigiri is also part of this match. Like ever since the match started, they have not shown Chigiri like once. It was focused on Kunigami, and it was focused on Rail. And I'm like, Isagi, you're supposed to be the one that surveys the court and all of that. So how are you not able to think about Chigiri and his speed and all of that? It didn't make any sense. And so that's exactly what happened. Rayo passed the ball to Chigiri. Isagi was like right there with him, but I guess he didn't really know how Chigiri's weapon works, his speed works. Initially you can be next to him, but then his top speed comes into play, and then you just basically running in his shadow or something or other like that. So he did that, and then he scored. And now Nagi is like super fired up, and then they showed Isagi also being super fired up, and I'm like, why did they not show Barou? Maybe because he's sulking because they got the ball away from him. I feel like this match is gonna push Barou to work with others now, because he's gonna figure out that he's not gonna be able to just rely on his weapon on himself in order to win this match. He's gonna have to work well with the other two. I feel like that this is the match that's gonna help him do that. At one point, Isagi was wondering what Wenku Naruhaya called him the genius of adaptability. He was like, what does that mean? Naruhaya called him that, but that doesn't mean that he knows what that means. So I guess he's gonna have to figure that out, probably as he's facing this team as well. Now, both teams were discussing who they were gonna choose if they won the match, like who they were gonna choose. Isagi wants Chigiri, Barou wants Kunigami, and then Nagi wants Reo. But then all three of them for different reasons. But then you go to the other team. Both Kunigami and Chigiri want Nagi. But then Reo is like, no. That he's gonna be rejecting Nagi, so that he feels how he felt when he rejected him. And I'm like, I feel like the way Reo is his thinking is not gonna be, that might be the thing that leads this team to lose. If they were going to lose, that might be what makes them lose, because his thinking is like, it's all about Nagi and making Nagi pay. And he decided to mark Isagi because Nagi wanted to play with him. If they win the match, he's not gonna choose Nagi because he wants Nagi to suffer. And I'm like, if while they're playing the match, he's making decisions based on what would sort of like hurt Isagi or hurt Nagi the most, that's not gonna be, I don't know, I feel like his judgment is gonna be so clouded when it comes to Nagi and Isagi that he's gonna be making mistakes that the other team is gonna be taking advantage of, and that might be what helps Isagi win the match. Oh, they show Bachira. And the other two members of Rin's, well, they showed all the members basically. They are still there because no one wants to play with them. They're too strong. So they know that if they face them, they were gonna lose. So they don't want to do that. I feel like it's a 4-man team, right? It's the first team that reaches 5. Is that it? That's gonna be winning the selection? Or is it you have like five. You go 5 against 5, and then whoever wins the selection. I don't know, but I feel like they're gonna be there until Isagi's team shows up, and I love how Bachira still has this confidence in Isagi, because the other two are like, what if Isagi doesn't show up? And he's like, nah, he will, you know. So I love that. And then they showed Rin, I guess, basically training, and Bachira come in there, and he's like, he wants to train with him, he wants to play with him. Rin doesn't want to, and Bachira is like, you want to surpass your brother, right? And then he felt like he's the, like when he's playing, he's sort of like blue or sad or something when he's playing, and he sort of like wants to make the game fun with him or for him or something or other like that. So he's challenging him to, play with him and whatnot. And if anybody's gonna make the game fun for Rin, it's gonna be Bashir. I love him so much. Is there anything else that happened? Ego and Eddie, was that her name? They had a press conference, I guess, or I don't think it was a press conference, but maybe like a report to maybe members of the Association of Soccer or something or other like that were there, and she was explaining what the second selection was about. But then the other guys were like, it all comes down to genius, right? Like all of these people, these players are geniuses. So, why do we need all of this? And then Ego had to go through all, you think you develop a genius over here, and then you send them abroad, and they come back like 2 or 3 years later, and they become some kind of mid player, and your genius thing doesn't really get you anywhere. And what he's cultivating is basically talent, and talent is the ability to, do I remember? I guess sort of like improve on your ability to showcase what you are good at. Like, I forgot how he said it, but it made sense. When I read it, it made sense, but I forgot what he said. So he said that, and that he is breeding the kind of player that's gonna be that kind of talented player, basically, that's gonna be able to display his genius or something or other like that. I forgot. And then the guy with the belly was like, sure, give us that. The way he said it sort of like felt like some kind of threat, to Ego. I don't know. We'll see how that plays out. Thank you guys for watching. And if you like this reaction, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and if you want to see my reaction to episode 16, no 17, episode 17, the link is gonna be in the pinned comment, so just click on it and check it out. And I'll see you next time. Bye. Tu mirada la mía, ignorándose en una lejanía. Todo pierde sentido, es mejor.